boys and girls. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. This week, Miss Andrea has given you some assignments and things talking about seeds. And today I want to read a book to you about how a seed grows. And that's the title of my book, How a Seed Grows. The book is written by Helene J. Jordan, and it's illustrated by Loretta Krupinski. This is the front of the book. This is the spine of the book. And here we have the back of the book. This is a nonfiction book. Nonfiction books teach us things and tell us things that are real. So the things we learn in this book are going to be things that you can do in real life. And today, when we talk about how seeds grow, we can also take the things we learn in this book to maybe learn how to plant our own seeds. It'll be really fun. How a seed grows. Oh, another title page, How a Seed Grows. A seed is a little plant. It is a plant that has not started to grow. Apple trees and daisies, carrots and corn, clover and wheat, all grow from seeds. Every plant you see outside started as a seed. Here is a tree seed. Someday it will be a tree like this. Here is a flower seed. Someday it will be a flower like this. Some seeds grow slowly. These are the seeds of an oak tree. An oak tree grows very, very slowly. Suppose you planted an oak tree seed. You would be a father or a mother or even a grandfather or a grandmother, and the oak tree would still be growing. Some seeds grow fast. This is a bean seed. It grows very fast. It grows so fast that it becomes a bean plant in just a few weeks. You can plant bean seeds yourself. We used pole beans. You can use pole beans, bush beans, or lima beans. You can plant the seeds in eggshells or in tin cans or old cups or little flower pots. Be sure that your containers have holes in the bottom. What do you think you need the hole in the bottom for? I'm not sure if this book is going to tell us. We'll check the next page, and if not, maybe I'll give you a hint. So I'll give you a hint because it doesn't say. We put a little hole in the bottom because as we water our seeds, we want to make sure that any extra water that gets into our little pots, it's able to drain. So we don't add too much water. The bean gets just enough water. We used eggshells. We used a pencil to make holes in the eggshells. We filled 12 eggshells with soil like this. We made a hole in the soil with a finger like this. When you have made a hole in the soil, plant a bean seed in it. Plant one seed in each hole. Cover the seed with soil. Sprinkle the soil carefully with a little water. Number the shells. Write the number 1 on the first shell. Put the number 2 on the next shell. Keep going until all of the shells are numbered from 1 to 12. I'm interested to see why they're numbering their shells. Put all the eggshells in an egg carton. Put the carton in sunlight on a windowsill. Some bean seeds grow faster than others. Our seeds began to grow in 3 days. Your bean seeds may take a little longer. You won't be able to see your seeds growing yet. They start to grow under the soil where you can't see them. So even when you can't see them and you're watering them and putting them in sunlight, they're still growing underneath before you even see them. It's kind of magical to me. Water your seeds a little every day. The water soaks into the seeds. The seeds begin to grow. More water soaks into the seeds. The seeds get fatter and fatter. Wait for 3 days and then dig up seed number 1. It may be soft, it may be fat. Maybe it will look the same as it did before. So that's what they're showing you inside that egg. If you were to take it up and not let it finish growing, you can see the changes in your dig up that seed inside that egg. You can see the changes of the seed each and every day. Soon the seed will grow so fat that its skin will pop off. In 2 more days, dig up seed number 2. So in 2 days, this seed's going to look different than it did 2 days before because it's continuing to develop underneath that soil. Maybe it will look different now. Maybe the skin of the seed will be loose. It would be really interesting to see. Now a root starts to grow. The root grows from one side of the bean seed. The root pushes down into the soil, down and down. Dig up seed number 3. Can you see the root? Does it look like this? If you do not see a root, wait for another day. Then dig up seed number 4. And there's the root. After a few more days, dig up seed number 5. Something else is happening. Little roots will be growing from the big root. They look like tiny white hairs. They are called root hairs. Day after day, the roots and root hairs push down into the soil. Day after day, the bean seeds are pushed up. The soil is pushed aside. And look what's happening. The roots are getting stronger. They're getting longer. And something has happened. Watch your seeds. Soon you will see pale shoots push through the soil. A shoot is the beginning of a green plant. A shoot grows toward the sun, which is why it's important that we put our plants in sunlight. And if you have a plant in sunlight and it's growing a certain way, you can actually turn your plant around and the shoot will start, it'll shift, it'll move a little bit. Watch your seeds. Some may have come through the ground. Some may have broken open. Maybe some of your seeds have not started to grow. How many are growing? Count them. The bean seeds grow fast. The shoots turn green. The leaves come next. Now your bean seeds are bean plants. They look like this. How many of your bean seeds are bean plants? A seed needs many things to grow. What are some things your seeds need in order to grow? Let's see. It needs soil and water and sun. Those are the 3 things that are the most important for your seeds to grow. If a seed has all these things, it will grow into a plant. It will grow into the same kind of plant that it came from. An apple tree or a daisy or carrots or corn. It will grow into clover or it will grow into a bean plant like the ones you planted. And that is the end. And at the very end of the book, it has information about how you can grow your own bean seeds. It might be something you can talk to your mom, dad, grandma, or whoever you're with, and they can maybe help you out with that type of experiment. Well, before I go, I want to show you something. So my little boys had some seeds. They had tomato seeds and they had marigold seeds, and we planted them in these little planters. I don't know if you can see it. And at the bottom, look, there's a little hole, just like what we were talking about earlier, so that when we water these plants, the water can drain through the bottom. We have our soil, and our shoot already came out, and you can see that the plant is starting to form. This is a tomato plant. There's just one seed in there. We water it every day, and we put it in our windowsill to watch it grow. Another one we have is a marigold seed. A marigold is a flower. It has a little hole at the bottom too. And we have our soil, and you can see that it was sitting in my windowsill, so the sun was coming in this way, and it's growing toward the sun. If we turn it this way in our windowsill, what do you think would happen? I think so too. I think that once we turn it this way, it's going to lean toward the sun. Whichever way I turn it, it starts to try to find that sunlight. And soon on this one, if you look really closely, it will eventually bloom, and we will have a beautiful, beautiful flower. So I'm really excited to show you that. I hope you've enjoyed learning about seeds with me, and I hope that maybe if you get a chance, you and your families can plant some seeds so you can see how that works and see how it grows. Don't forget the 3 most important things. You need soil, you need water, and you need sunlight. Hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.